Hey Pokemon trainers, Trainer Connor 100 here, and it's time for a narrated Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle video. My friend AceGamingLS and I are back at it again with another battle, and we need to get Hydrapple some action in this video. You see, my team has changed a lot, simply because Ace has some legendary Pokemon to try out. We decided to go with a mishmash of Uber, OU, and UU. Let's review real quick. Hydrapple is holding the Assault Vest item once again. We got a shiny Keldeo Resolute form with a Choice Specs, shiny Metagross with a Lumberry this time. It's the same Home Claws set, but if we get burned by something, that Lumberry will be useful. Shadow the Gengar is holding a Life Orb, and my two legendaries of choice are Rayquaza and Regieleki. I realized that Rayquaza has a Life Orb also. I think it's also shiny too. We'll be okay with that. And then Regieleki has a Focus Sash with Carrot Ice, Thunder Cage, and Explosion. Why not, right? It'll work out just fine. I don't Terra with Regieleki though. Ace Gaming has Dragonite, Groudon, Gun Sparse, Kyogre, Haxorus, and Emboar. Very interesting team there, and obviously we're at a slight disadvantage because of the legendary Pokemon he has at his disposal. Having said that, we have summoned Rayquaza to tame both Groudon and Kyogre, because that's how that works. Anyways, let's begin the match. Here we go. Now, obviously, we're just having fun this battle. We're not doing anything crazy. So let's begin. I begin with Regieleki, go for Thunder Cage on Gun Sparse, one of the newer Pokemon this generation. I ended up training one up, so you'll probably see it in this battle. But obviously, I have a Focus Sash on Regieleki as he goes for Drill Run. We end up using Thunder Cage, and it's going to inflict a little bit of damage. But because I'm at 1 HP, we're going to go for that explosion. We lose Regieleki in the process, but then we get a double down, which are the best types of downs, obviously. So yeah, we end up KOing that Pokemon there. Now this is an opportunity to try out Hydrapple for the first time, hopefully, but then he brings in Haxorus. So we're not going to use Triple Sweet yet. So I go into Shadow here, Shadow the Gengar, and this was a misplay. Because if I knew he was going to go for a Dragon type move, I really should have gone into my Metagross. So that means we don't use Gengar at all, and that's just really unfortunate. I'm sad about that, but that's okay. We're going to go into Metagross, go for the Home Claws, because I know he's stuck using Outrage. So we're going to stay in, and I actually take a lot of damage. Holy crap. From this Outrage, yeah. And then we go for that +1 boosted Meteor Mash, and then we can go for a Bullet Punch to finish off the Haxorus. But my opponent here swishes out and goes into Groudon, who is a scary threat. But like I said, we have Rayquaza to tame this Groudon here, so I'm not too bothered by it. We're going to keep going for Bullet Punches, just like last battle, because that's how Steven rolls here in this battle, and the battle before it. He goes for Eruption, which at that range, that's easily going to wipe out Metagross, but it's okay. He has a Life Orb. Good to know. That's valuable information. So like I said, we have Rayquaza here. Go for that Airlock ability, and then we scare him out. He goes into his Dragonite here, which I question him doing that, especially since I may have a Dragon type move. But I don't have a Dragon type move on this particular Rayquaza. I have Dragon's Ascent, but that's a flying type move. He goes down, which I wasn't sure if he had multi-scale or not, but that's okay. He brings in Haxorus, and I'm just going to stay in. Go for that Iron Head attack. That's going to easily finish off Haxorus from that range. So Rayquaza, you're doing amazing this battle. Emboar comes out, and I'm like, alright, I could easily finish off Emboar with Rayquaza, but I'm like, no, I'm going to switch out, going to Triple Sweet here, and use Hydrapple. I wasn't sure what move he was going to go for. He shows me Smog. I don't think I've ever seen Smog being used on Pokemon before, especially in competitive play. But knowing my opponent, he's not as competitive as I am, so that's okay. We're going to stay in here and go for that Terra. I don't Terra that often, but since we agreed to do it, we're going to go ahead and Terra into a Steel type, which is definitely risky if he's going to go for a Fire type move, but he keeps going for Smog. So I got lucky. And we go for that Fickle Beam. I love the animation for that move. And we knock out Emboar. So finally, we use Hydrapple to its full potential, even with the Terra. And even though we are poisoned, that's okay. Groudon comes back out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really... I mean, it's a Groudon. It's Groudon, guys. I mean, I can't really switch out or, do anything like that. So we're going to stay in, have Hydrapple take that Fire Blast. We used him, so I'll take it. We do make him lose a little bit of HP from the Life Orb that he has. That's okay, though, because we have Keldeo Resolute form. I really should have gone for a Surf. Although I wasn't sure if I would KO it, especially with the sun being up and everything. So we're going to go back into Rayquaza, pretty much in my win condition at this point. We're going to go for that Airlock once again, and he goes for the Solar Beam, which Rayquaza really doesn't care about that. So we're going to go for that Dragon's Ascent, knock out Groudon. But he also has Kyogre in the back. We'll see how this goes. Groudon is gone. We lose a little bit of HP from our Life Orb. And there's Kyogre. And I could have just gone for the Dragon's Ascent, but I didn't want to end the battle like that. We want to use Keldeo some more. So we switch out, go into Keldeo, and he goes for Double Edge. I don't think he finished training Kyogre, because you don't normally see Kyogre with Double Edge, especially in competitive play, but who the heck knows. So he keeps going for Double Edge, and he told me that this is a choiced Kyogre in some way. I didn't know if it was Scarf or Banded, but he's locked in on that move, and we finish off Kyogre with another Secret Sword coming from Keldeo. What a great battle. But we use Hydrapple. That's amazing. So I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe for more battle videos. I am going out of town next week, so I'll do my best to get a battle up during that time. No promises there. Hope you all enjoyed this battle, like I said. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, trainers.